One NECO 2023 examination. These are the solutions. Number one, say P varies directly as the square of Q and inversely as the cube of Z. When P is 5 and Q is 3 and Z is 1, find the relationship between P, Q, and Z. The mathematical expressions of this word problem says that P directly proportional to the square of Q and inversely to the cube of Z. In writing it out, bringing out the relationship, you said P is equal to K squared divided by Z squared. And we were given value from the question. We said P is 5. We don't know the value of K. We are given the Q that is squared. And at Z it's 1. We have 1 raised to power 3. So therefore we have 5 is equal to 9K. So if 5 is equal to 9K, so you divide, you try to rewrite and say that 9K is equal to 5. So let's divide both sides by 9. We have 9K over 9 is equal to 5 over 9. So this we cancel this. Therefore our K is 5 over 9. So in writing down the relationship, that is question 1, the relationship. The relationship will now be P equal to, from what you have written before, this is P is equal to KQ squared over Z cube. So KQ squared over Z cube. So we now put in the value of K, which we have, and our K is 5 over 9 dot Q squared over Z cube. So you try to marry both the one in numerators and the one in denominators. So we have 5Q squared over 9Z squared. So the relationship between them now is 5Q squared over 9Z cube. So that is the relationship. So now what is the next questions? The next question says that find the value of Z when P is equal to 3 and Q is equal to 5. So in doing this, you said since P is equal to 3 and Q is equal to 5, so you substitute the value. This is P, so we know already that's 5 dot. We are given the value of Q to be 5. We have 5 squared over, there is a 9 before times, and now Z times Z raised to power 3. So therefore, we try to make this workable to have 5 dots 25 will be equal to 9 times Z cube. So you try to cross multiply because this is divided by 1 already. We have something like 3 times 9 times Z cube is equal to 125. So we have 27 onto Z cube is equal to 125. So therefore, Z cube is equal to 125 over 27. But you were able to see from the property here that 125 is the same thing as 5 raised to power 3. Let's rewrite to have something like this. We have 0 raised to power 3 can be written as 5 raised to power 3 over 3 raised to power 3. 0 raised to power 3 is equal to 5 over 3 all raised to power 3. As I've said earlier, that in physical equations that says that if a raised to power m is equal to n raised to power n, I said it last times, let's say let's say q, let's say q raised to power n. You realize that they have the same index, therefore a is equal to q. So the same thing applicable to this, that z is equal to 5/3. So that is the answer for z. So that is for number 1A, 1 and 1, for 1, 1 and 1, 2. That is the value of the z. So this question 2A1, it said the sum of interior angles of regular polygons is 1440 degrees. And it said, how many sides has the polygon? That is the question A1. And the question A2 says that find the size of each exterior angle. So in doing this, it said, how many sides has the polygon? You realize that it has the regular polygon, the sum of the interior, the formula for the sum of interiors is n minus 2 to multiply 180. That's all. So what you do here is that you expand to have 144 is equal to 180n minus 360. So you try to collect the like terms. We have 144, yes, is plus 360 is equal to 180 side. So 180 we now give you. So by the time you add this together, we have 1,800. So we have for this, we have 1,800. So for getting the value of n, you divide both sides by 180. You know, as you have 180 is equal to 1,800. So for having 1,800, so you divide both sides by 180. Divide both sides by 180. So therefore, we have 180n divided by 180 is equal to 1,800 over 180. So therefore, this cancel this. Our n is equal to this cancel this, remain 10 sides. So the number of sides is 10 sides. According to the question given, it said how many sides of the polygon are. So the second question said that find the size of each exterior. There's a formula used for each exterior. The formula for each exterior is each exterior angle is equal to 360 degrees over the number of sides. So which is equal to 360 divided by 10. So each exterior angle will now give you 36 degrees. So that is the answer for the question 2A1 and question 2A1 and 2A2. The question still proceed to 2B. It said, find the principal that will earn 29,880 naira in 15 years as 3% per annum simple interest. So having a question like this, you just try to write out the given values. We have having an interest to earn an interest of 29,880, and the rate given is 3%, and 3% is 0.03. So you just have to write it out. So we have the time frame given, we have 15 years. 15 years given. So therefore there's a formula given, that the interest is principal times rate times over 100. But we can also do something like making the principal to be the terms that we need to find to have principal. We give you the interest times 100 divided by rate times time. So in figure of this, you apply to have something like our principal will now be 29,880 times 100 over 0.03 times 15. So therefore, our principal will now be 29,880 divided by 0.45. So the principal for the answer, let's press calculator. Let me press calculator. 29 times 880 divided by 0.45. I'm trying to press it now. Okay. So the answer here will give you 66,400. So this is the answer for the question 2B. So this is for 2B. This is for 2B. So the answer here, this is the answer for the question 2B. So we continue again to go to question 3. So this is question 3. For finding these questions, the length of the chord AB in the diagram below is 12 centimeter with a center hole, and an angle ACB is 30 degrees. But the first question says, find the value of theta. In finding the value of theta, you recall that angle at center, let's write it out. Angle at center is equal to 2 times angle at circumference. So therefore, our angle at center now, which is theta, is equal to 2 times 30 degrees. So therefore, our angle will now be 60 degrees. That's all. That is our first answer for the value of theta. The question proceeds to find the value of the radius. So in finding the value for the radius, what do? So since we are able to know this angle to be 60, let's try to do a little manipulations. Can you see? So if yes, everything is 60, here it will be 30 degrees. This is a radius. This is radius. So, and it will be divided into 6 centimeters. So, in looking for the radius, it's so very easy. You just say that sine 30 is equal to this opposite over hypotenuse, because it faces the right angle. So the radius will now be, by the time you make the radius as a subject of the formula, it will be 6 divided by sine 30, which is equal to 6 divided by 0.5, which is equal to 12 centimeters. So meaning that the radius of this angle is 12 centimeters. So now, that is question 3A. This is question 3A. So, therefore, now we proceed to question 3B. So, we are now to calculate the area of shaded portion. Calculate the area of shaded region correct to 3 significant figures. In finding the area of shaded portion, we apply the formula like you said, area of shaded region will be give you is equal to area of sector AOB minus area of triangle AOB. Therefore, the formula to use will be theta over 360 times pi r squared minus 1 over 2 r squared sine theta. So, let's substitute the value now. So we have, which is equal to 60 all over 360 times pi 12 squared minus 1 over 2 times 12 squared times sine 60. By the time you press all this, it gives us 75.4 minus 62.4. So, all because it's in square, centimeter square. So, therefore, we have 13. By the time you subtract, press calculator, 13.0 centimeter square. That is 3 significant figure. But the question says that for 3B2, it said, what types of triangle is AOB? So, before I give you, this is for 3B1. Let's go to 3B2. It said, this is A undo. This is. So, this is, let's see the shape of the triangle now. From the question, the shape given. You see the shape given, AOB. The radius is 12, is 12. This is the radius here is 12 centimeter, 12 centimeter, 12 centimeter. So, since all the sides are equal, so the types of this triangle is, we call it equilateral. Equilateral triangle. So this is the size, this is the types of this triangle. It is an equilateral triangle. Solve this, solve the equation. This is the questions. Question 4a. And indices questions. You have 27 2x minus 1 times 1 over 3 all raised to power minus. So in solving these questions, the first thing you need to know, as you need to write out, are the factors of 27 and 9. The factors of 27 can be written as 3 raised to power 3, and 1 over 3 can be written as 3 raised to power minus 1. Moreover, 9 can be written as 3 squared. If 3 of these figures can be written out in this form, therefore you are able to know how to solve this question easily. But before we proceed, let's see what to write. You now said, instead of writing 27, you said 3 raised to power 3, all brackets open, 2x minus 1 times 3 raised to power minus 1 onto minus onto 3x plus 2 brackets close is equal to 3 squared onto x plus 3. But can we still recall that a raised to power n at the same time raised to power n can be written as n raised to power n times n. This is the power index. So we now apply these rules of indices to our exact solution where we stop. So therefore, the 3 here will multiply 2x minus 1. Minus will multiply minus. This will become plus. 2 will multiply this. So let's proceed to have. So you now have 3 raised to power 6x minus 3 times, because that's going to become plus, we have 3x plus 2 is equal to 3 raised to power 2x plus 6. Now, from the laws of indices, which let us to know from the law of indices, it said a raised to power n times a raised to power n. We said it can be written as n plus n. Therefore, if this occurs in mixed form, you choose only 1 3 here. So I have 6x minus 3 plus 3x plus 2 is equal to 3 onto 2x plus 6. Now, let's try to add these two together. We have 6x plus 3x will give us 9x, which is 9x minus 1 is equal to 3 onto 2x plus 6. But recall, there's something we call indicical equation. So we have to use the indicical equation to end up this solution. So there's something we call, we said if a raised to power n is equal to a raised to power n. Sorry, let's say I want to relate it to exact. So it's equal to, okay, a raised to power n. If these two are equal, it means that n is equal to n because the base are equal. So therefore, from the question here, you see that 3 raised to power 9x minus 1 is equal to 3 raised to power 2x plus 6. The base are equal. Since the base are equal, meaning that it will now give us 9x minus 1. 9x minus 1 is equal to 2x plus 6. 2x plus 6. So let's collect the like times. 9x minus 2x is equal to 6 plus 1, giving us 7x is equal to 7. Let's divide both sides by 7. So we have 7x over 7 is equal to 7 over 7. Therefore, x is equal to 1. So that is the final answer for that question. So now let's go to the question 4b. Now this is question 4b, and the question lets us to know that if y is equal to 2s squared plus 5 all raised to power 4. Therefore, this is type of composite rules in differential calculus. We use the rule to solve this equation. We said let's u equal to 2s squared plus 5. We said the u, the x is equal to 4x, and y is equal to u raised to power 4. So if y is u raised to power 4, let's find the y, the u to give you 4u raised to power 3. So if we give you 4 u raised to the power 3, we said by applying chain rule, we have dy dx is equal to dy du times du dx. And we have, what dy du is 4 u raised to the power 3 times du dx give us 4x. So which will be 16x u raised to the power 3. And there's something we use to represent u from our initial value. We represent u by 2s squared plus 5. Therefore, so our final answer here will be dy dx will now be 4. Let me write in a very easiest way for you to get it, plus 5 all raised to the power 3 times 4x. So it will give you 16x onto 2s squared plus 5 all raised to the power 3. So that is the final answer for the number 4. So as you continue watching this video, subscribe to this channel, my Bronze Olusegun Mathematics Clinic Center. Subscribe, put on your notification on for more. 5. In a certain school, the principal gave the analytics of the qualified subject teachers in the school as follows. Subject: English, Mathematics, Physics, French, and Biology. English, the number of teachers is 10. Mathematics, the number of teachers is 8. Physics, the number of teachers is 4. French, the number of teachers is 6. Biology, the number of teachers is 12. So, he said we should draw a pie chart to illustrate this information. So, how do you draw the pie chart? The first thing you do is to round up the total number of teachers. By the time you add everything up together, this will give you 40. So, if we give you 40, so let's try to put it in 360 degree. English, the angle where the English we take will be, because we have 10 over 40 times 360. So, which is equal to 90 degrees. So, English, we have a 90 degree in the pie chart, and the mathematics we have 8 over 40 times 360 will give you, we have 72. We have 72 degrees. By the time you divide 8. So therefore, let's also find for the physics. For the physics we have 9. How many numbers? We have 4 over 40 times 360 degree. So by the time this one cancels this, we have 36 degree. So we have also French. These are the way we represent a figures in pie chart. So in French, we have 6. So you have 6 over 40 times 360 degree. So that is 54 degree. By the time you, this one, 40 will do, that is 9. So the last one, which is biology, and it's 12. Biology will be 12 over 40 times 360 degrees. So that should be 9 times 12. which is 108 degrees. So now let's represent, we are able to get the degree aspect of, so let's draw a pie chart. You make your compass and rulers and others to draw the pie chart. So let's draw it here in analytical ways. So let's have a pie chart. So let's have a pie chart. Let's have a rulers and draw it now. So let's firstly draw the one of English. Let's put here to be centered. Let's also put here to be centered. So therefore, we have our English to be in 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. So this is English. So let's also have another. We are drawing the pie charts. Another one we have 72. Let 72 be in this form. Whereas 1972 be around that area. So we have 72 degrees, 90 degrees, and who is 72? That is mathematics. So mathematics is 72 degrees. So we have another one 36. 36 degrees, that is physics. So we have physics. So we have 76 degrees. Let me draw it better. You just have to bring a little shape. Okay. Good. So, yes. So now, this gives us 36 degrees. Let's join it. We have 36 degrees. That is physics. Physics is 36 degrees. So, and French is 54. French is 54 degrees. So let's have like 54 degrees. So let me try to expand it a little bit. So 54 will be around like this. Yes. So now, so French, (54 degrees). So the rest of the remaining one is biology, 108 degrees. That is biology. So now we are able to draw the pie chart. This is question 5, the diagram for 5A. So this is how to draw the pie chart. So you solve, go to the next question. So the question 5B said, if two teachers are to represent school in workshop, what is the probability that both will come from either biology, either physics or biology? To get this probability, either probability probability of either physics or biology. Either physics or biology. Now, so what will happen is this. The teacher may come from, because if the two teachers are to represent school, so we are selecting two teachers. So you either have the probability of it's either be the physics, the output will give you the physics, or physics, biology. The teacher may come from physics, biology, physics, biology, or biology, physics, or biology. This is the output you can come across. So therefore, it will be 4/40 times 3/39, because it has been written, because it's physics, or physics, biology. That is 4/40 times 12/39, or it might be 12/40 times 4/39, or 12/40 times 11/39. So now, let's try to simplify. In probability, all means plus. So let's simplify. Can you multiply to give you 12/1560 plus 48/1560 plus 48 all over 1560 plus 132 plus 132 over 1560. So therefore, because they have the same XCM, the same denominator, let's add everything together. By adding this, we have 48 plus 132, that is 180 plus 60. So we have 240 over 1560. So by the time we reduce it, we have 24 over 156. So therefore, the 24 over 156, by the time we reduce it, we have 2/13. So this is the final answer for the question 5B. So we still continue to question 6. The question says, it said 135 base k is equal to 231 base 4. Find the value of k. So what you do is you convert both side to base 10. Said 1 times k squared plus 3 times k 1 plus 5 times k 0, 1, 2. So is equal to 2 times 4 plus 3 times 4 plus 1 times 4 is 0, 1, 2. So we have k squared plus 3k plus 5 is equal to 32 plus 12 plus 1. Therefore, we have k squared plus 3k plus 5. By the time you add all these together to give us 45 minus 45 is equal to 0. So therefore we have k squared plus 3k minus 40 is equal to 0. So this has formed a quadratic equation. And it has now formed quadratic equation. You find two numbers to add up together to give us 3. But by the time you multiply, it gives us minus 40. So let's try this. K squared plus 8k minus 5k minus 40 is equal to 0. So let's try to factorize. We have k onto k plus 8 minus 5 onto k plus 8 is equal to 0. K minus 5, brackets open and close, k plus 8 is equal to 0. But you still have to remember something in our elementary maths, that if you multiply a and b together, that's equal to 0. It is two things. It is either a 0 or b is equal to 0. It is two forms. It is either of the two. Therefore, k minus 5 is equal to 0 or k plus 8 is equal to 0. So k is equal to 5 or k is equal to minus 8. But recall, since the base can never be a negative, k is equal to 5. So meaning that the base of the number is 5. So let's go to the next question. So let's solve the 6b. Let's see the question. The 6b said a sector of circle of radius 21 centimeter at an angle of 120 degrees at the center. Calculate the perimeters and the area of the sector. So if you were given a question in this form, now let's draw this is, we want to solve the value for the 6b. So now let's have a question like, let's draw the sector first. It's given a sector like this, a sector like this. So let's therefore so let's try to draw an arc of a circle. So let me I want to reduce it. Okay. So just to form arc, I'm just trying to make it more meaningful. So, just to form an arc. So, now, if this is 21 centimeter, and this is 21 centimeter, so this is length of an arc. So, to get a perimeter of a sector is equal to r plus length. So because you had all the sides together, and it's also which we have r plus theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So we have the theta here. So you now apply the values of the theta and the 2r. So we now have 2 to 21 plus what the value of our theta? The value of our theta is 120 degree over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times r. What's our r? 21. So to now give us 42 plus 120 times 2 times 22 times 21 divided by 360 times 7. So which is 42 plus 44. This will give you 44. So the answer will be 86 centimeters. So 86 centimeters is the perimeter of the that sector given. So now the two parts, that is the area of the sector. The formula for area of sector is theta over 360 times pi r squared. So which is 120 over 360 degree times 22 over 7 times r squared. So by the time you press calculator for this, you need to waste much of our time. We have 462 centimeters squared. So this is answer for this. So moreover, we also continue to solve the question C. So let me bring out the question C. 6C of so let's go and bring questions. This is question 6C. So this is a short question, and we start solving it now. So if you were to say, let our XCM be these two short form, we have root 5 plus root 2 onto root 5 minus root 2. So by the time this divide this, it will remain this. We have so, but still remain 3 times root 5 minus root 2. Now minus, by the time this cancel this to remain plus, so minus root 5 plus root 2. Therefore, let's expand. We have 3 root 5 minus 3 root 2 minus root 5 minus sign this minus root 2. So the expansion we are using here, it is a scale expansion, the conjugate expansion, whereby root 5 will really multiply root 5. Root 5 will multiply root 5 minus root 2 to multiply root 2. So in of this, this is 3 root 5 minus 5 root 5. So let's write it out. 3 root 5 minus root 5 minus 3 root 2 minus root 2 divided by 5 minus 2. So now, in solving this, you discover that it will be 2 root 5 it will remain 2 root 5 minus, this is minus 3 root 2 minus root 2 to be minus 4 root 2 over 3. So therefore 2 is common to be 2 over 3 onto root 5 minus 2 root 2. So that is the answer for question 6C. This is question 7A. The sum of the ages of man and his doctor is 60 years. 6 years ago, the man's age was 3 times twice that of his daughter. Find their present age. So in solving this, let the age of daughter represent X and the man represents Y. From the first statement, he said the sum of the age of the man and his daughter is 60. This is equation 1. But we go further, he said 6 years ago, 6 years ago. Remember, in 6 years ago, the age of the daughter's age, it will be X minus 6. Father's age will be Y minus 6 because it is 6 years ago. But there's some statements mentioned. He said the man's age was twice that of his daughter. Therefore, the man's age is 3 times of his daughter. So if it is 3 times of his daughter is 3x minus 18. Therefore, we have y minus 3x is equal to minus 18 plus 6. So y minus 3x is equal to minus 12. So we call this equation 2. So let's combine. Let's combine 1 and 2 equations together. So to have y plus x is equal to 60, y minus 3x is equal to minus 12. So let's subtract the equation from each other. Let's say we subtract y minus y give us 0. So x minus 3x give us 60 minus 12. So therefore, x plus 3x is equal to 60 plus 12. So if you have something like this, you now have 4x is equal to 72. So we have 4x divided by 4 is equal to 72 divided by 4. X equal to 72 divided by 4, which is equal to 18 years. So that is, since the father's and the daughter's summation of A is 60, mean that y is equal to 60 minus 18. Therefore, 16 minus 18, y is equal to 42 years. So, according to the question says that find their present age. So, the age of the daughter is 18 years, while the age of the father is 42 years. So let's proceed to the next question. So to solve the next, this is the question 7b. Question 7b. It says find the equation whose roots are this. Formula to use is this. It said x minus alpha to multiply x minus beta is equal to 0. Where alpha and beta are roots of equations. So if alpha and beta are roots of the equation, meaning that x minus 3 over 4 onto x minus 5 over 6 is equal to 0. So in expansion we have x plus 3 over 4 onto x minus 5 over 6 is equal to 0. So let's try to expand it one by one. X times x will give us s squared. So we have s squared plus 3x over 4 minus 5x over 6 minus 15 over 24 is equal to 0. So let's multiply all through by 24. So let's multiply all through by 24. By the time you multiply, we have 24s squared minus 4 onto 5. Let's multiply one by one. Let me do it plus 6, yes, plus 6 onto 3x minus 4 onto 5x minus 15 is equal to 0. So we have 24s squared plus 18x minus 20x minus 15 is equal to 0. We have 24s squared minus 2x minus 15 is equal to 0. So this is the equation formed by the roots given. This is question 7c. The first thing you do here is that you find the xm for this, which is 169. So 169 will multiply this. You will just write in the form like 169 minus 144 divided by 169 all raised to power half times the reciprocate means 13 over 2. That's it. So when you subtract this, we have 4. This is root. It means root. 169 minus 144 gives us 25 over 169 times 13 over 2. So this will give 4 times root 25 over root 169 times 13 over 2. So we have 4 now times 5 over 13 times 13 over 2. So 13 we cancel 13 and 2 we cancel 4, remain 2. Should be 2 times 5, which is equal to 10. So that's just the answer for this illogical indices. You call it illogical indices. So the answer is 10. That is question 7C. This question 8. Evaluate without using table. The question says 5 log 2 plus log 40 minus log 12.8. So you will rewrite this to have log 2 raised to power 5 plus log 40 minus log 12.8. So therefore you now have log 32 plus log 40 minus, open a bracket, log 128 divided by 10. And there is a law when you have log p divided by q to give you log p minus log q. So in writing this, log 32 plus log 40 minus log 128 now. So because there's a minus here, this is minus log 10. So we have log 32 plus log 40 minus log 128 plus log 10. So now, from the law, since it is plus, you multiply all together to have, and this one will be division, to give you log. You open a bracket, 32 times 40 times 10 divided by 128, which will give you log 12800 over 128. So you will write it again to have log, open a bracket, 12800 divided by, is 20, sorry, divided by 128. So we have log 100. Recall, it is under base 10 already. So we have log 10 squared base 10, which will now give us log 2 log 10 base 10. But to recall, a logarithm of the same base is equal to 1, which is equal to 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So the final answer for the question A is equal to 2. So this is question 8B and C. Find the equations of the curve of a curve which passes through the points -2 and 5 and has a gradient of 6x squared plus 8x minus 3 at any point on the curve. It has been given that the gradient, that is dy dx, is equal to 6x squared plus 8x minus 3. So if the dy dx is 6x squared, meaning that dy is equal to 6x squared plus 8x minus 3 plus dx. So therefore, you integrate both sides. The y, when integrate, so by integrating the both sides, we have integral 6x squared plus 8x minus 3 dx for the factor of integrating the both sides. So therefore, this will become y. Our y will be equal to 6x raised to the power 3 over 3 plus 8x squared over 2 minus 3x plus c. Therefore, we have y is equal to 2s cubed plus 4s squared minus 3c minus 3c 3x plus c at point -2, 5. So it means that s is equal to -2 and y is equal to 5. So by substituting the value, we have 5 is equal to 2 onto -2 raised to the power 3 plus 4 onto -2 all squared minus 3 onto -2 plus c. So we have 5 is equal to 2 onto -8 plus 4 onto 4 plus 6 plus c. So we have 5 is equal to -16 plus 16 plus 6 plus c. Therefore, we have 5 minus 6 is equal to c, and the minus 1 is equal to c, and c is equal to -1. So the equation now, the equation of the curve is equal to y is equal to 2s cubed plus 4s squared minus 3x minus 1. So this is just the equation. Let me write it again. 2s cubed plus 4s squared minus 3x minus 1. So that is the final answer for the question 8b. So let's also see the question asked in 8c. It said differentiate 3s squared plus 4x minus 5 with respect to x. So therefore, our question 8c is, he said, if y is equal to 3s squared plus 4x minus 5, the y, the x give us 2 times 3x into 2 minus 1 plus 1 times 4 onto x, 1 minus 1 minus 0, because it's a constant. Recall that the y, the x formula is nxn minus 1 onto x minus 1. So for y is equal to s to the power n. Therefore, the y over the x is equal to 6x plus 4 s to the power 0, which is equal to 6x plus 4, since s to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this is just how to differentiate. So that's one answer for A. Now to find the value, so this is question 9a. So to evaluate 3a minus 2b, to just give you 3 on 2, what is the value of a? We have 3, 2, minus 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, minus 2, 0, minus 2, the value of b, 4, 2, minus 3, 3, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 2, 2. So you just expand this. In expanding this, we get a value like we have is equal to the three values, which is 9, 6, minus 3, 3, 0, 3, 6, minus 6, 0, minus, after you have multiplied 8, 6, 0, this is 4, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, 2, 4. So, in view of this, by the time you have to multiply, to add, we have 9 minus 8, 3 minus 6, 6 minus 0, 6 minus 4, 0 minus minus 2, minus 6 minus minus 4. We have minus 3 minus minus 6, 3 minus 2, 0 minus 4. So this will give you the final answer. After you are able to add it up together, you get the exact value. So let's try to add. This will give you 1. Let's be doing it one by one. We have, that shows that the answer for 1, that is 3a minus 2b, will now be, so 9 minus 8 will give us 1. Will give us 1. So we have 6 minus 4 will give us 2. Another value, minus 3, this will be plus, now give us 3. So we have 3 here, go back again. So we have this from here, 3 minus 6, that is minus, so let me just be doing it like that. We have minus 3, 2, 1, 6, minus 2, minus 4. So this is the value for 3a minus 2b. So for the question split into 2, it's a 3a minus 2b, but it still proceeds to say that, let's see what it's trying to write. I want to show you one thing. It said evaluate 3a minus 2b, but this modular denotions, these two lines means determinants of 3a minus 2b. So meaning that we are going to find the determinant of our answer. So let's find the b. So how do we find the determinants of this value? Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, minus 3, 2, 1, 6, minus 2, minus 4. So if you want to find the determinant, you put plus, minus, plus. So you now be splitting it out one by one. He said for the plus 1, you deduce a matrix out again, 2 by 2, minus 4. That is the way we do it, like this, and like this. So therefore, so we have minus 2, bracket open, minus 3, 1, 6, minus 4. So therefore, plus 3 on 2, minus 3, 2, 6, minus 2. So that's all. So now, you now expand the value So to give you, this will give you minus 8. So we said 1 bracket open. We said minus 8 minus 2 onto 12. So minus 2. By the time you expand this again, this is 3 times 3 gives you 12. We have onto 12 minus 6. So plus 3 onto 6 minus 12. Because we apply this formula like this minus like this. So these are the formula that we use. So let's proceed to have, we have minus 8 plus 2 minus 2 onto 6 plus 3 onto minus 6. So let's try to expand. We have minus 6 minus 12 minus 18. Let's add it together. This is 30. We have, the final answer is minus 36. So that is the final answer. So we're able to have solved the value for the question 9A. So let's also go to the next questions to solve. And this 9A is a matrix question. So this is question 9B. Said Mr. Tony took a loan, 120,000 at 12% rate per annum compound interest to buy a piece of land. So 1, if he paid the loan in 3 years, what was total amount paid? Find his profit if he later sold the land for 350. You don't need to waste most of your times. We have to apply the compound interest formula. So total amount paid. Total amount paid is, so the formula will be principal onto 1 plus R divided by 100 all raised to power n. So you don't need to waste much of your time. We have been given the principal to 120,000, and 1 plus, what is the rate? 12 over 100, that is the 3 years of usage. So, which will be 120,000 onto 1 plus 0.12 raised to power 3, which will be 120,000 times 1.12. So by pressing our calculator, let me press calculator to get the exact value for the question. So that is 120,000 times 1.123 raised to power 3. Good. So the final answer is 168. So we have our answer now is 168,591.36 kobo. So this is total amount paid. So the question continues to say that the question said, find his profit if he later sold the land as 350,000. So for getting the profit now, let's have, for having the profit is equal to selling price minus total amount paid. So the profit will now be 350,000 minus 168 591.36. So we have, let me press calculator to get the answer now. So 350 minus 168, 5919. So the final answer here is 181,408.64 kobo. So this is the profit for the answer. So that is the answer there for the question. The final answer for question 9. So we are going to the next question now. This is question 10. A bucket full of water like 4 centimeters in diameter in the open ends, 24 centimeters in diameter at the bottom end, and 32 centimeters deep. The bucket is then emptied completely into the cylindrical drum of 56 centimeters in diameter. Find the level of waters in the drums, the numeric whole number. So let me draw a folk drums now. You see, this is a bucket, but in sketch, this is just a sketch. Now, in sketching this, the open end is talking about is 40 centimeters, 24. The total, that is, sorry, this is my rough work. Yeah, so now, so let's find, there is something we call a similar triangle. Similar triangle. Similar triangle. In similar triangle, you discover that the height from here to here is this x. The x all over this is, if this is a diameter, here will be 12. So this is 12 centimeter. This will be 20. So now the height over the radius, let's see, x over 12 will be equal to the total height here. This is x plus 32. X plus 32. The x plus 32 over 20. We call this method a similar triangle method. So let's cross multiply to have 20x is equal to 12x plus 384. So we have, let's subtract this from this immediately because of no space. We have 8x to be equal to 384. So our x is equal to 384 over 8. So x is equal to 48 centimeters. So if here is 48 centimeters, meaning that the total height of the cone will be x plus 32. So 32 plus 48 will give us 80. That's why I wrote 8 centimeters here. So we are able to get the volume of for now getting the volume of the cone, how do you calculate the volume of the bucket? Now, the volume of the bucket, volume of the bucket will be equal to, the volume of the entire big, that is, it will be 1 over 3 pi let's say big R times height minus 1 over 3 pi R, that is R squared H. That's the entire cone minus the smaller cone will give you the volume of the bucket. So, which will be equal to 1 over 3 pi times 20 squared times 80 minus 1 over 3 pi times 12 squared times 48. You don't need to waste most of our time here. Just press calculator or let's make some mathematical facts around here. To have 20 squared times 80 minus 12 squared times 48 onto 6 squared. So it will be 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 pi onto 32,000 minus 6912. So our final answer will be, because we are still going to use the value at the end of the working to give you 25,088 centimeter cube. So this is the answer, but we are still going to use the answer because the volume of the bucket must be equal to the volume of the cylinder. Why? Because they turn the water inside the bucket to the cylindrical drum. So that's what we now need, and we'll be given. See, let's read the question again. It said the bucket is then emptied completely into cylindrical drum of 56 diameter, which will give us 28 centimeters of the radius. So therefore, recall that the volume of bucket is equal to volume of cylindrical drum. So therefore, if the volume are now equal, it means that 1 over 3 pi times 25088 will be equal to pi r square h. Pi r square h. So let's try to cross multiply. We have our h to be 25088 over, that is pi must have cancelled pi times 3 times 28 squared, which is equal to 25088 all over 2352. So our height will now be 10.67 centimeter. So that is all. That is the value for the height. So we are now going to the next question, which is the question 12. How do we solve this for our question 12? Question 12. The scores of students in biology test in a particular school are given as 12x, 15, 2x, 25, 12, 30, 15, 25, 12, 16, and 12. If the mean score is 18, so what you do is, they said if the mean score is 18, meaning that 12 plus x plus 15 plus 15 plus 2x plus 25 plus 12 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15 plus 25 plus 12 plus 16 plus 12. Let's count to know the numbers of the frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So divided by 12. So in view of adding it together, we have x plus 2x, we have 3x plus. So by dividing all this together, by adding it up, 12 plus 15 plus 25 plus 12 plus 30 plus 15 plus 25. Let's press calculator and see what is there. Press your calculator now and let's add it up together. As you are watching the video, make sure you also cross-check your value. Okay, 174 divided by 12. So now this is the value of the table. Now we now have 18 is equal to 3x plus 174 divided by 12. So let's cross multiply. 18 times 12 is equal to 3x plus 174. So we have, by the time you multiply this, it gives us 216. We have 216 is equal to 3x plus 174. So our 3x will be 216 plus minus 174. So we have 3x is equal to 42. So x is equal to 42 divided by 3. So which is equal to 14. So it means that the value of x is equal to 14. So the question A said find the value of 2x. The value of 2x. The value of 2 is 2 onto 14, which is equal to 28. So the value of 2x is equal to 28. So the 12b, we now want to analyze it in a table. So this is how, so before we get the mean deviations and the standard deviation. So we have gotten the value of mean. So I've drawn the table already. We have, we try to schedule it to 12, 14, 15, 16, 25, 28, 30. So 12 occurs. From the question, 12 occurs in 4 times. Let's count it. You see 12. After we have, okay, let's write out the value. The value is now 12, 14, 15, 28, 25, 12, 30, 15, 25, 15, 25, 12, 16, 12. So it has now been range. By the time we calculate it, we see that 12 occur 4 times, 14 occur 1 time, 15 occur 2 times, 16 occur at once, 25 2, 28 1, and 31. So we now be subtracting the mean from the value of the x. And what is the mean? Our mean value, which is 18. So 12 minus 18 minus 6, 14 minus 18 minus 4. 15 minus 18 minus 3, 16 minus 18 minus 2, 25 minus 18, 7, 28, and like that. So now there's something we call absolute value. These are the value for the mean. So before you can get mean deviation, you must find what you call the absolute value. Absolute value is the value after neglecting the negative signs of a mean value, after you have subtracted the mean from the mean value. So therefore, we have it like this: 6, 4, 3, 2, 7, 10, and 12. So now, a question now say that find the mean deviation. So, and recall that we are able to reschedule it to frequency standard, that 4 times 12, you get 24. Frequency 1 times 14, 1 times 4, that is I want to check the frequency. 1 times 4, yeah, it's 4, yes, 1 times 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2, 14, and so the total summation give us 72. So the B part of the questions said the 12B 12b, we have to calculate the mean deviation. And the formula for mean deviation is summation of the frequency onto absolute value of the mean over summation of f, which is equal to 72 divided by 12, give us 6. So the mean value is equal to 6. So after you have gotten the mean value to be equal to 6, so let's go back again. Okay, let me write the formula for standard deviation. We have to find standard deviation, and the formula to find the standard deviation is the square root of summation of f of x onto x minus x bar all squared over summation of f. Now let's go back and find the value from the table I draw. You see the frequency x minus x bar. So after you have squared it, you multiply with the frequency, you get 144, 16, 18, 4, 98, 100, and 1. So by the time we add up together, we get 524. So we have 5, which is called the square root of 524 divided by 12. So the standard deviation will now be square root of 43.67. So therefore, by finding the square root for this, we have 6.61. So far so good. For what I have been doing so far, meaningful to you, help us to subscribe and to share it to the people that you believe is needed. So thanks for watching the videos. Thanks.